Would you believe me if I told you this was a book? Nuh-uh. I know. It looks more like a board game or a puzzle or something. And yet, the contents of this box are designed to be read, just not in a conventional way. This is Building Stories by Ware. Oh, gotta put that down. Published by Pantheon Books in 2012, it apparently follows the inhabitants of this 3-flat Chicago apartment. Their stories are in this box, which is full of little pamphlets and booklets and pieces of paper that are designed to be read in any order, which is exactly what my husband Sean and I decided to do one dark, rainy day. We spent a cozy evening sprawled on the rug in our living room, diving into this book. Settle in, get comfortable, and let's see what Building Stories has to offer. And stay until the end for my thoughts about this unconventional reading journey.
Let's take them all out.
Okay. Wow, what's that?
Okay. What else we got? Daily Bee magazine.
What's this? It's like a newspaper.
What the heck are we gonna do? Let's read something. How about we start with
The book-shaped one.
the book-shaped one?
This is backwards.
I don't want to find out what happens.
Okay, next.
We're not even one page in.
I think there's also a story about a bee that lives outside, which might be this
That's
one.
cute.
Around and around, God rushes up to him, and Branford kisses and kisses. That's so cute that God is flower.
Okay,
What next?
new strategy.
What?
We start with the building itself, which I
Okay.
think is this. Yes, let's get an idea of the building,
The terrain.
the terrain,
Oh, yeah.
a lay of the
okay,
land.
that's smart.
Yes, I've got one leg, well, 1.5. I live in a 3rd floor walk-up. Like music, art, books, hate walks on beach. Okay, that's an introduction to one of our characters.
This is definitely her.
Yes, I think this is also her.
Really? She's the star.
Meanwhile,
The building, sadly ignorant of the rejuvenating powers of renovation or even restoration, rather enjoyed the companionship of its upper-level inhabitants, embarrassed as it was by its crumbling walls, sagging floors, and cracking windows. It particularly preferred the company of the younger women. They usually did such tasteful things with the place, kept it clean, ... Plus, the pink pitter-pat of freshly showered feet tickling its joists. That was always nice.
my life. Okay, starting a chapter, my life. How many dozens, no hundreds of nights have I spent that I've now completely forgotten? How many dinners have I eaten? How many showers have I taken? Every day runs together. Everything runs down the drain. And all I'm left with is just the vaguest sense of it all. A general gist. Keep going.
Is this the story of her whole life? Like, is she this old woman too?
Wow, this is awesome.
I know, it is so cool.
Branford, the best bee in the world.
Things you call Both Sean and I were really intrigued by building stories. First of all, we thought we would be able to read it in a couple of hours, but it's a bigger undertaking than you might expect. There are tons of pages, lots of little booklets, as you saw. Some of them are told entirely through drawings, but there are also poster-sized pages that are covered in text. It's also quite a big undertaking in that this is such an unusual way to dive into a story. What I loved about it is that it encourages you to be really engaged in what you're reading. When you're looking at a typical book format, it's so easy to just open it up and go through the motions like you've done 1,000 times before. Reading quickly, probably not thinking that much about it. But with this, you're creating your own version of the story depending on what you look at first. And you're sort of puzzling out who the characters are, the setting, the plot in your own way. So you're forced to be a lot more active in your reading than you might otherwise be. We didn't get through the whole book, so I can't give a fully fleshed out review of its contents. I think we'll spend a few more evenings poring over all the little elements and piecing together our own story. But my initial impression is that this is a super cool foray away from traditional book design, and I definitely encourage anyone interested in unique alternative storytelling formats to check it out. Me, I think I'm partial to books that are presented in the way we've read them for centuries. I feel like that's part of the comfort they offer, that consistency. The cover, the binding, the pages, and the story that unfolds across them. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And thank you so much for watching. Until next time, happy reading! Bye!